Hey, you guys, this is Tamiya Robles. I am a credit repair specialist expert. I am the owner of FixMyCreditNow50.com. I am the host of my podcast, Close to Close Credit. Welcome. So, I'm doing a reaction video to CNBC's tech report on American Express. I chose to watch this with you guys, see what they have to say. A lot of clients that want Tradelines, they want Amex cards. If they want, even if they want to purchase a trade line with me, they shoot for Amex. I discourage that if you're trying to get a loan or something where history is important, because if you get a trade line for Amex or you hop on a trade line with Amex, it's not going to give you any history. However, it could potentially allow you to be grandfathered in if your credit is good and things like that to apply for Amex on your own. But a lot of y'all want to get Amex cards, and I figured that this would be a good video to react react with you guys. React to. There you go. So yeah, this is a CNBC clip. Let's get right into it now. Hold on, I do want to blow the screen up for you. All right. Wait, one more thing. Thank you guys for. There you go. There you go. There you go.
Let's talk about the credit card companies. I guess the big three are Amex, Visa, MasterCard. There are others, but.
So if you look at it, just to pick up where you left off in that segment, American Express has the highest, the most affluent clientele. And that's where, if you're worried about recession, where do you want to go to? The most insulated. So that's the 50,000 foot up.
That is true. And to be honest with you, this is why a lot of people are not getting, let me blow myself up a little bit. This is why people are not getting approved. There you go. This is why a lot of people aren't getting approved. They run a tight ship. Okay. You have to know what to say. You have to know what to provide them. You need to know how to answer the questions correctly. And you need that credit score, and you need a very clean credit report. So yeah, he's right.
On that name. If you look at Visa, the revenues weren't that bad. Mm-hmm. Up 9%. So it was their guidance or the way they felt about the transactions. I don't know what to make of that. I don't know if it is a weather issue, but we're willing to give it to them because the consumer hasn't cracked yet. What does the consumer still have? A job.
Yeah.
What do you do when you have a job? You still spend. So I think all of these, and if you look at the charts on all of them, the technicals are all intact. The technicals on American Express look actually the best. That's the most momentum. Visa, a little bit waning, and MasterCard is somewhere in the middle.
You know what is getting under my skin and almost causing me to put my credit card back in my pocket is the fact that more and more merchants are trying to recoup the charge that they have to pay to the credit card company. So they're charging you 3%.
So with your boy Biden, your president there, that's something he's trying to get rid of. I haven't checked on that. Maybe I'll make that the next reaction video. But I know he's trying to do away with additional fees with your bank and your credit cards and a lot of these financial institutions. Weird thing is these financial institutions are losing money. The pandemic hit them pretty hard. We're still saying pandemic because financially it messed up a lot of companies. So, but I do believe he's trying to get rid of this.
If you use your credit card or 2% or whatever it is.
But now we're getting a window into how these payment providers make money, right?
Sure.
Like if you're a consumer, all of a sudden you're like, oh, right, it costs money to use my Visa.
Mm-hmm.
True. But think about what is the alternative, though?
Well, it's to pay cash, I suppose.
Right. So you better get a big rubber band. That's what I have hold.
Yeah, to pay cash or to go with a better credit card, maybe. That you can afford, one that you can afford. Let me not say better credit card because Amex is considered top tier. So you might want to shop credit cards.
Holding my credit cards and my cash in my pocket. I am carrying, to your point, more cash than I've ever carried before because what do they normally do now? The first one to go is American Express because it has the highest transactional fee. And then it's the Visa.
Okay, sorry. But if it has a high transactional fee, you want an Amex card or you already have one, what you can do is you can take your cash rewards to pay those fees every month or the annual fee. So that's something to consider. They're telling you this information, but I'm curious to see if they're going to give you solutions besides just saying cash. If you want your Amex, what do you do to keep it? And then keep it in good standing.
And the MasterCards. But there's a lot of companies that don't accept any credit cards these days.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm back in the 1980s.
There's also a lot of companies
What
that don't
companies?
accept cash at all. They are cashless, and that creates its own set of problems. Can we move? Let's move on.
Let's move on.
Shit. They were abrupt with that one, weren't they? Okay, let me stop sharing. But yeah, I don't know what companies they're talking about that don't accept credit card and it's all cash. Let me know. Anybody that's watching, do you know any companies nowadays that are accepting cash and not credit cards and debit cards? Everywhere I go, you gotta be electronic with your payments. I don't know what they're talking about. But anyway, yeah, I mean, I feel like Amex is an exclusive company and it's for certain individuals that can afford them. So those that can't afford them are the ones that's complaining and going to have to seek business elsewhere with other credit card companies. That's it. That's all. I have people that aren't approved for Amex, but they're approved for other credit cards. So that's something to think of. But Amex is top tier. Amex is the one that a credit card company everybody's trying to go for. Yes, there's fees, but they didn't give you a solution. What can you do about those fees? Very simple. Get rewards points, cash them in, pay the fees that way. If you have more than one credit card, pay one credit card, pay for the other, things like that. So, or don't apply for an Amex unless you know you're solid, unless you know for sure you're ready. Okay. Those are some choices. Those are some options right there for you. All right. Let me know what you guys think. I mean, do you want an Amex card? Like, are you okay with the fees? Are you aware of the high fees? And what's your alternative? If you can't get with Amex, what other options are good enough for you? Let me know. Comment, like, subscribe, do your thing. But I really want to hear your opinions. All right. I'll talk to y'all later.